Hello everybody, I'm Ernest. Is the world going crazy? I see a lot of videos about people wondering about all the changes that are going on in the world. And it seemed to be more and more prevalent after COVID. You know, after COVID, we had a lot of changes, and some of those changes are still there. I mean, can't hardly go to a restaurant or a grocery store where there's not a curbside service or online grocery shopping, just everywhere. Target, Walmart. People withdrawing from relationships too, it seems to me. The traditional, home, mother, father, and kids seems to be dissolving. The family unit, the traditional family, and there's all kinds of things going on. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know. You can decide whatever you want to be. You want to be a wolf, you identify as a wolf. You want to be whatever it is. I see it all the time, even in my workplace. And I work with those people, and I can't say anything bad about them. They're good workers. They're some of the best workers we have, actually. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know where that leads people like me that are traditional. I feel kind of lost. I feel kind of like this is not my world anymore. This is somebody else's reality. Hell, what is reality? Most people's realities are online. Seems to be at least 50% of their social network or their interaction is through some kind of social media or some kind of platform of some sort, and that's their interaction. I think the phone is a major issue with us, and what has changed society and how we communicate, how we talk. Just look around you. We're all have our necks down like this, looking at our phones, scrolling, sending messages, interacting with other people or robots, computers, and we're counting it as an interaction. Look, when you call somewhere, there's usually a automated message that you can talk to, and it'll set you to a person, maybe, or maybe you not even talk to a person. It's all automated the whole way. It's this computer woman that you're talking to, and you hope they get it right. And the phone and social media has changed us. Dating wise too, it's how you date. You can go on a dating app and you can get a date that way, or you can just go on Facebook and just message somebody. And these women are getting bombarded by all these lower end men with them saying hi and excuse me, and it's maybe giving them a false sense of that they're more attractive than what they actually are, and then they don't want to settle for any man that's 6 foot, 6-pack abs, 6 figures. Just look around. We're all got our heads down looking at the phone. We're like zombies. We're being brainwashed and we don't even know it. You know, we all have political choices that we make. You know, usually Democrat or Republican. But now it's to the point where we can't be friends. We can't have debates. You're an enemy if you don't believe what I believe. I don't think that's healthy. That's not. I'm glad we have two sides because we kind of balance each other out. Because if it was one way, it would get way out of hand. It would be too conservative or too liberal. But I think we're coming to like almost like a Cold War, a revolution in sorts, where society is trying to settle itself. I remember growing up as a kid. I mean, we were outside all day. There was none of this online. Kids they don't go outside. Their idea of recreation is getting on their phone and interacting that way with their friends. Like they have friends, but they don't see them. Just at school, maybe. They'll see them on the online video games. It's way different. I would get on my bicycle and be gone, at least in the summer, and be gone all the time. I was just gone. I didn't come back until sundown. So that changes you as a person, you know. That interaction, that type of interaction, and every generation has that. Every generation has a difference. I'm sure my parents said stuff about my generation. I'm going to say something about the younger generation, and so on and so on. But it seems to be more accelerated now. It seems to be a different world. I notice people. There's a population of young men that don't even want to work, or kids don't even want to drive. I can't imagine not being a teenager that wanted their driver's license and a car to get around and do their own thing. You know, we're getting away from God. You know, you know how that goes. Everybody has their opinion. You know, some of the stuff that's going on right now is ownership. Ownership is becoming harder and harder. The cost of homes have gone up considerably after COVID. They've never adjusted back down to pre-COVID. I mean, just here locally, I can say, you know, guesstimation that housing's gone up about 30% in the last 3-4 years, and it's come down some, but I mean, there were people outbidding themselves. If a house was for sale for $250, somebody would come and make an offer for $280, $300, and it's gone up and up and up. And you know, it's not like that anymore, thank God. But the prices haven't dropped down that much more, and interest rates have gone up a lot higher. So a person that doesn't own something is not going to take ownership of and pride. And if you want a person to interact with their surroundings, they need to own something. They need to own their I don't know what I'm trying to get at, but Hopefully it's coming across. So I don't know how true this is, but I was watching a video the other day, and they were talking to a politician in California, how they were considering hiring immigrants, illegal immigrants. I'm assuming all this influx that came in with their border crisis that just that is happening or happened, and they were going to consider some of the immigrants to be police officers. I don't know. That's just wild. That they can't get nobody to be a cop. They're having a hard time for people to sign up to become a cop. Nobody wants to be a cop. Patriotism is down. I remember during 9/11, I got out of active duty, and I was in the Army, and 9/11 happened, and I decided to come back in the military because I felt patriotic. I don't know if that's the case anymore. I work in the finance office here on base, and I'm a part of the end processing. When you come into the military, I set you up so that you can get paid and all that kind of stuff. And we're having to pay more bonuses than ever before. I did 24 years in the military. I never got a bonus. Now it seems like across the board, just about everybody's getting a bonus. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's still in the military right now, and he says, I can't get nobody in. I'm trying to get people to fill his positions. And he said, nobody wants the job. So we are living in a different world, and I feel kind of isolated, like maybe a relic from the past. It just seems like things are happening faster. Some people claim that the end of the world's coming, with Israel and the Palestinians going back and forth. But I remember seeing that when I was a kid, the preacher saying how the world's going to end. That was 30 years ago. So I don't know if that's even relevant to what I'm talking about. Looking at my notes, I made some notes so I can remember all this. But what I am pretty sure of is the world is different now. And I wonder if this is a natural process of how society is supposed to go, or are we in some kind of civil war, some kind of the way I see it, you have the conservatives and then you have the liberals, and they're fighting for position. This election is really bringing that out, how close it is, if the polls are right. Even I don't know for sure. I think a lot of us has lost faith in our government and them telling us the truth, or whether to believe them or not. Hell, the government even said there's UFOs now. And, for me, it all started with JFK, his assassination, kind of put doubt in the government, and then just things over time, over all these years, makes you wonder. So I can't really blame people for not being patriotic anymore. So anyway, I'm not an expert. I don't know a lot. I don't know more than you do, for sure. But if you got something to say that we can all benefit from, put it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.